Here's my kitchen sink. Here's my bottle. Oh, yeah.
When your desire becomes so important to you, that you want it as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll see some success. Then when you realize that the commitment, you're gonna have to stay committed for the long-term investment, that you're gonna have to make sacrifices, not just today and tomorrow, but every day for the next 90 days forward. You ain't never gonna be successful until you accept and adopt those principles. What's up, gang? It's your boy Wolfpack Chris, face of Iron Gang. You can find me on Instagram at IRON_GANG. That's IRON_GANG. Instagram at iron_gang. So today, the title of this video is why I nor anybody else can help you achieve or accomplish your fitness goals. So earlier this year, I was doing some online coaching, online physical coaching, and I had quite a few clients. And the clients that I had, you know, I would say I had maybe about 5 clients. It was a paid service. I didn't stick with it for very long because I didn't feel like it was a very effective service. And, you know, I got to learn a lot about people and just people's motivations, you know, in terms of their desires. And so let's say I had 5 clients. I would have 2 out of the 5 clients that would take my program serious and work it for an extended period of time and actually see some results. And that's about a 40% ratio. The other 60% would either stick around for about a month or so, realize that the commitment to the program was far greater than their desire, or the required commitment to the program was far greater than their desire for their personal goals, and they would quit the program or they would abandon it. And which, you know, we would end the program, and, you know, it was just, that was that. So realizing this, I got to the point to where I was like, you know what, investing too much time and effort into this. I got a day job. I don't have the time to continue to do this. I'm not quite organized. I can't focus my time and energy to organize it properly, you know, to do it, to do online coaching the way people would need it. So, you know, let me pack my bags, you know, let me close shop, go back to the drawing board, and I'll come back and try this again. And I did. When I came back on and started online coaching again, it was not for a paid service. I did it for free. And I did the same thing. I took on 5 clients. All 5 clients I took on for free. And I had the same turnout, 40-60 ratio. 40% of my clients were actually serious about the program, and the other 60% kind of fell off. Now, if you help one person achieve their goals, that's great. I'm not saying I wasn't satisfied with that, or I wasn't happy with that, but I wanted this to be more influential, and I wanted people to take this more serious than they were taking it, and by a greater volume. I wanted to affect a greater volume of people. And my 40%, they didn't stick around no longer than about 3 or 4 months. And it wasn't because, you know, they didn't take it serious, or they quit, or they abandoned the program. It's just my programs are designed to, number one, teach. Like I teach fitness, I teach nutrition. You know, you're not just getting a meal plan, a training program. You're not just getting daily or weekly check-ins and communication with me or advice and motivation. You're not just getting the standard stuff that you get with coaches. With me, you're getting training videos where anywhere between 15 to 60 minutes worth of video, you can learn about how this process works. You know, it's not like you're just doing it. Like and my training courses are for free. They're on YouTube. You can find the videos under this channel. And that's the approach that I took to it. And so when I did that and realized that I was still getting the same odds, the 40-60 split, I got discouraged again because I was like, okay, I'm approaching it a little bit differently. People are not taking to it like they say. And believe me, when people approach me, they're like, they're so motivated. They so ready to go. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll do whatever it takes. Help me out. Just help me figure this out. And I sit down, and it takes time, man. It takes time. You ask anybody who does online coaching or personal training seriously, like when these guys sit down and write a program, they're writing a program customized specifically to you. They ask questions, they collect data, they ask you about your physical activity, they ask you about how you eat, they ask you, you know, your weight, height. I mean, they ask all the right questions that they need to make the calculations that they need to make to build a meal plan for you that tells you how many calories you need to eat per day, how many grams of proteins, fats, and carbs you need to eat per day. They even have not just actual meal plans that tell you what you need to eat, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks in between, but they give you a food listing that tells you what are the good food groups and the different types of food. Like, that's what my program was designed for. And not only that, I give you a training program of exercises and a schedule along with that training program for exercises. Not only that, but I break everything down in an instructional whatever you want to call it. It's all written down and I email it to you. But I do all this, and I don't know if my program is that much more better than the next person's program, but I imagine, and I've seen quite a few programs, so I can imagine that most people's programs are similar or damn near the same. That's what you're going to get with damn near anybody who builds a program, and that takes time. So imagine doing that, you know, and that takes that'll take you at least about 2 hours, 2.5 hours if you're properly doing it. Imagine doing that for 5 people. And then not on top of that, tracking their progress from a week to week basis. I'm talking about you giving up your weight, telling me how much you weigh every week. So I'm tracking, I'm trend analysis. I'm tracking the trends of your weight loss from week to week. Progress photos every week, so I can see if you're losing fat. I can see where you're losing fat at, so we can make sure that you're trending in the right direction. And if you're not, if you're being honest with the system and you're not, we can try to figure out what's going wrong with your diet or your training and correct that. I'm talking about, online coaching is real. It's real. And it really will help you if you actually follow the program. But the problem is, people didn't want to follow the program. People couldn't commit to the program. Like, it required sacrifice. It required real, true sacrifice. It required real, true lifestyle change. Like, I required people to give up alcohol, beer, soda, juice, and people give you the same standard answer. I don't know if it's because they are embarrassed, but they want you to feel like that they've done everything they possibly can to lose weight or get in shape or whatever, and they'll tell you, well, I don't drink this or I don't eat that, you know, I train a couple of times a week. I'm like, well, something's got to be wrong here. You know what I'm saying? Something's got to be wrong here, which is the reason why you collect data on people. The reason you ask them, you know, track your eating habits for a week. Tell me what you're eating every day. the times of day that you're eating, the portion sizes of the foods that you're eating. You know, all that plays a role. Like, coaches are really in depth. And, you know, once they get that information, they say, oh, you got to stop eating this. You got to stop drinking that. You got to stop doing this. You might want to consider doing that. Like, that can drastically change your lifestyle. And people ain't ready for that kind of change. Not for a long term, not to be invested long term. And you're not going to see no changes in a week. You're not going to see changes in 2 or 3 weeks. You may see some slight change in a month, but physically you're not going to see a whole hell of a lot of change in a month. Where you're going to see the change is in doing this on a routine basis is in the long haul, 2 to 3 months. That's where you're going to see the real change. And when people realize that, when you put them on the program and you follow up with them, and they realize that this is going to be tougher than what they thought because of that sacrifice, the commitment to it is stronger than the desire to do it. I should say the lack of commitment becomes stronger than the desire to follow through with it. And so that's why at that point I realized with most people and trying to work with most people that they have to really want it bad. Like Eric Thomas has said in his book, he took a quote from the book Think Rich, Grow Rich, A Black Choice. Eric Thomas had quoted in his book from another book, The Secret to Success. He said, when you want something as bad as you want to breathe, if your head is in the water and you can't breathe, your head is underwater and you can't breathe, the only thing you want is a breath of air, and you will do anything to fight to get to the surface to get that breath of air. When your desire becomes so important to you, that you want it as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll see some success. Then when you realize that the commitment, you're going to have to stay committed for the long-term investment, that you're going to have to make sacrifices, not just today and tomorrow, but every day for the next 90 days forward, you ain't never going to be successful until you accept and adopt those principles. And that's why I say, I nor anybody else can help you achieve your goals in fitness or anything else unless you decide you want it and you decide you want to commit to it. So that's my soapbox video for the day. I wrote an article about this. I don't know where I'm going to post it at. I was supposed to write it for my friend's blog, OMG Key. I've been trying to get in contact with her to get it uploaded. So if the article gets uploaded, this video will be associated with it, and you can read all about my journey in online coaching. In short, in closing, do I still do online coaching? At the moment, no. The reason being is this. I recorded those training courses that I feel like are worth a value at about $200 to $300. There's 7 courses. Excuse me, I threw up 4 and then my bad, I can't. Texas education system. Anyway, I designed 7 courses spanning from 15 minutes to an hour long each video, designed to help you learn the process of fat loss, nutrition, training, tracking your progress, meal planning, and meal prepping. It's a 7 video course that I took time out of my day to build for clients that I feel is worth the value of $200 to $300. It's sitting on YouTube for free. And when people ask me fitness questions, I answer them in short, but I always direct them to those videos. That's why I'm not coaching right, because I don't have the time to invest I don't want to work with people who are not going to commit to it 110%, because when I started my fitness journey, that's what I did. I invested into this 120%. And I got material and information out there for anybody that is really serious about it. So if you're really serious about this, there's information down there to help you. So in short, no, I don't do online coaching. That's not to say that I don't plan on doing online coaching in the future. I won't. But you know, people, you got access to me. You can reach out to me on Facebook. I'll put my link in the description. You can reach out to me on Instagram. You got my @Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I'll link that down in the description. And then you can always comment in my videos. And I'll talk to anybody. I'm not, just because I don't coach don't mean I won't offer advice, or I won't try to find a resource that will help you, because I know where to find them all if I don't know it. But in short, no, I don't coach anymore, if that's what you were wondering. But again, who knows? I might come back to coaching when I have the time, when I got the energy. But for now, Iron Gang for life, Iron Gang out. You guys have a blessed day.